Hi, it's Rob from the Bobsphere. Yes, and I know I'm breaking every recording rule by having a yellow light, but so what? Happy New Year. Hope everything's okay. Right, so I'm going to talk about my first five-star read of the year. I read it a week ago, and that's Mordew by Alex Pheby. Pheby? Pheby? What is this about? Well, one, it's totally out of my comfort zone, as this is a fantasy book. But oh wow, it's a book that like its plot, it likes to evolve. So it's divided into I think three parts. Let me just double check. Yeah, I got custom made bookmarks because I'm a subscriber. I'll get into that later. So if I'm not mistaken, let's see. It's divided into four parts. Now, the first part is very Dickensian. We start off with a boy called Nathan Treves, who has to find a cure for his father's lungworms. Now, this is in an alternative universe where mud brings up living creatures. And there's this country called Mordew, and it's run by a master. So anyway, Nathan Treves is looking for a medicine for his dad's lungworms. So his mom tells him to work for the master. This doesn't work out, so he decides to join a gang of criminal boys. Like I said, it's very Dickensian in this section. A criminal gang, let's put it that way, of boys and girls. Then he finds out that he has been deceived, and the master then takes him under his wing. So far, so good. Now, in Mordew, there's a rivaling country called Malarkoi. And the master wants Nathan to kill the mistress of Malarkoi, which he does. That's not a spoiler. Don't worry about that. Now, in this, under the teaching and his journeys, Nathan starts finding out about his family background. What's happening? Why does this happen? What was his father like? Did his father really die? Etc. Because the medicine he doesn't manage to save him. Don't worry, again, it's not spoiler heavy. So he finds out all these secrets. And then we go to the conclusion where he meets the mistress's daughter in the master's palace, and together they try to destroy Mordew, and they discover something huge. While Mordew is crumbling, Nathan and the master meet again, and the book stops there. Now, this is a trilogy. This is the first part, so it'll be very interesting to see how the book will develop. Actually, there's going to be 6 parts. There's going to be 3 parts with Nathan, and then there's going to be a prequel. Now, like I said, this is not only just pure fantasy. There's much more going on going underneath. It's very philosophical. There's a lot of literature styles in here. It's very readable though, don't worry. And it's not confusing. There's also, if you do feel confused, there is an appendix that explains everything and gives more information. So you'll be quite knowledgeable about Mordew by the time you finish the book. That I can guarantee. It's very amazing though. It's so creative, and that's what I like. It doesn't let up for a second. It just evolves, and more things are chucked at you, and more things. I mean, it's quite a chunkster. But I read it quickly. I couldn't put it down, and it's just brain-boggling. That's all I have to say. Did you read Mordew? What did you think about it? It's highly recommended. Bye. And see you next time. I think there'll be a wrap up next Saturday. Yes, there will be, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay then. See you next week.